What's up, everybody?
Hi.
Oh, are we live now? I can never tell when we're actually live.
Hi. This is like any live on Instagram or YouTube.
Yeah.
It's always a little awkward for the first 30 seconds at least.
How's everybody doing? I'm so glad you guys joined us today. And I see already there's like questions and conversations happening, which is really cool. So
I've been peeking at all the comments here.
I know there's like so much going on already.
Well, first of all, before we start, Sanjay C is Indian. I know you guys know that.
Because we are going to get that question at least 5 times in this chat.
And I know we mentioned it last time.
We're still going to get it, though.
We're still going to get it.
Because not everyone is
watching.
Oh, yeah,
they're not here right now.
They'll come later.
We see mostly Indian people are here right now. But I want to say congratulations for 280,000 subscribers.
280. That's all thanks to you, all the music community. You guys are amazing. And I love hearing your music and getting your comments. And thank you so much for coming by and chatting, leaving comments all the time. It's just awesome.
It's really awesome.
So
even talking to me.
Thank you for the 280,000 subscriber mark.
And those of you that are not subscribed, if you're watching, might as well subscribe.
I know. The buttons.
There's no harm in it.
Isn't it like right somewhere here? Thank you so much, Jyoti. Thank you so much, Dennis. Thank you so much, Dennis. Oh, just put that volume.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. Wow. Questions already coming through.
Let's get to the live chat.
Battle Beats. Do you still work at 9 to 5? Yes, I still do work at 9 to 5. It takes up so much of my time, but it's a balancing act. And you know, if you're trying to do it, because most of us here don't have like a music career as our main gig. We're all doing something. Like I know some of you guys are going to school, some of you guys have work, and you're trying to do this music on the side. So, you know, hats off to you for doing it. Mm-hmm. I do my regular job and YouTube and music on the side. So. And
I work 9 to 9, like 24 hours every day. So it's really tough.
She doesn't sleep. No, she doesn't sleep. Yes, I do work. Thank you so much, Music Manifested.
See. I know before we started, there was a conversation about making a Sanjay C WhatsApp versus Discord. Yeah. Well, guess what? Sanjay has a Discord.
Yes, I started a Discord a few weeks ago, and I posted a link to it. So maybe I'll do that again in the not in the comments, in the description of this video after it posts. So look out for that. But you can find me there. Look for Sanjay C. And every now and then, this is really fun. I really love doing this. I go on Discord and there's a voice channel.
Oh, so yeah.
We go on the voice channel and then just chit chat with whoever's online. And it's been just so much fun. Last time we were on there for like about maybe
hour and a half,
an hour. And it just talking about whatever, about music, about learning, about school, all sorts of topics. And it was just so much fun. So
yeah, it was really cool. It was like having a little get together with like, however many, was it 12, 15 people in there?
Yeah.
It was really cool to just like get to know people and talk about different things and hear each other out. It was fun.
Kitish Sharma, FL Studio Mobile Review. I don't use FL Studio. I know a little bit about it, so I need to learn a lot before I actually can post a video about it.
Also, wait. So Katish, you wrote your comment many times. So I kind of also want to set a different tone for this live. If you have a question, just leave it once. We are scrolling through it.
Yeah,
we won't put it on multiple times because I will ignore it. Please do not do that. I want to make sure everyone is getting a chance to say something or say hi or something. So don't put your comments multiple times. Please do not do that.
Okay, so ooh without the ooh. Hi.
Hi, Vidhi. Vidhi like Diddy. Vidhi like Diddy.
And okay, so hi to so many people. Hi Zubin. Hi Sharma.
Oh, we are Cameron. Easter ready for sure. We've got Cameron. Our florals on. I have no chocolates though.
Oh yeah, so for everybody who celebrates, happy Easter. Belated, I know we're a couple days late, but.
Then, best of luck to you in your interview. Be confident, go in with a smile, be genuine.
Vin's having an interview?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I think I read that right.
In a few minutes.
So best of luck.
Good luck. Venezuela in the house. Hey, Diego.
Happy Easter.
LeBlanche, your favorite plugin. What's my favorite plugin right now? What is
Konnichiwa, hi from Japan, our favorite country.
You know what my favorite plugin is right now? It's something that I should have gotten a long time ago, but I just recently got it. It's Valhalla Delay. And I don't know why I was waiting so long to get that plugin, but it is so good. I've been putting it on my vocals, and there's all sorts of cool, different parameters that you don't usually find on delays. I think one is age. So the age of the delay that you hear, it's super cool. I'm just loving it. I keep pulling it up now for all sorts of instruments. Valhalla Delay.
Hello from Sicily, from Venezuela.
Can you add files to pads on
Did I say that right? Giuliano.
Soul Sounds asks, can we add our files song to pads on Novation Launch Key Mini? Yeah, you can. So I'm assuming you're asking, can you add an audio file, like a WAV file or something like that, onto a pad? So if you're using Ableton, it's really easy to do this. Just load up Simpler on a track and then drag your WAV file onto Simpler, and then you can play it on your pads. If you're using a drum rack, load a drum rack and then drag that same sample WAV file onto one of the pads on the drum rack, and then you can still play it on the launch pad.
That's the exact explanation I was just about to give.
Oh yeah.
So thank you for doing that.
I'll let you do it next time.
Okay, Mick. Hi, Mick. He's asking, did he miss the studio tour? Well, why don't you send more gear and then we'll do the studio tour.
You did not miss the studio tour. The studio tour is still coming. I'm still working on the studio a lot. So I still don't have acoustic treatment. You can probably hear a little bit of echo in this right now.
It's on its way though.
It's coming. So once the acoustic treatment comes, you will see some changes here. And then a few more additions to the studio, and then I'll do the studio.
We're slowly working on everything together, like with our own hands. Sanjay C and I are working on different parts of the house and his studio.
Yeah, it's taking a while.
So it takes some time when you've just got the two of us.
But it's a lot of fun.
So much fun. So much fun.
Interesting question here. Dream Hours asks, what's my dream car or vehicle? I think my dream car is the Audi R8 right now.
Right now, I was going to say it changed.
It
from
changes
the Jaguar
every now and then. Oh, the Jaguar XKE. I'm talking about like the 1967, 69 Jaguar XKEs.
So smooth and sexy.
Amazing cars.
Like the James Bond car, you know?
What is my
reason? Hi from Hong Kong. Sorry.
What's my reason for choosing Ableton? So that's a really good question. Here's why it's a good question, because I was using Logic for the longest time, and my switch to Ableton was purely to have a different mind frame when I'm creating music. So sometimes we get stuck in the habits that we get into when we make music. When you see your DAW, when you open your DAW, you typically go through the same processes every time. You go through the same steps each time, and I wanted a completely change of mind frame. So I went to Ableton because, in the live view, you just put clips in and it starts looping, and that just starts the music creation process very differently.
So we've got Ireland in the house. Hey, Sean.
Hey, Ireland.
We've got Southeast London. How you doing, eh? We've got Ecuador. Hola. Trinidad and Tobago. Wow. Are you married?
Yes.
Are you married, Sanjay C?
I am married.
Oh, to who?
My wife's not here right now.
Should I leave?
Just hanging out with my girlfriend today. No, we are married.
I think we're married. Are we? It feels like we're still dating, like in those very yummy, nice. Early days of romance and playing around and having dates.
Yes, that's how it always should be.
It should.
What would I recommend, desktop or laptop for home studio setup? This is from Daiji on the board. Hope I'm not mispronouncing that. So desktop or a laptop? I just like the laptop option because in case you want to travel with it, or in case you just want to sit in your living room instead of your bedroom or your studio or wherever you typically make music, then you just take it with you and do something there. It's just nice to have that option. And it gives you, then you never have the excuse for not making music somewhere. You always have it available to you.
Hey, Rita. Hey, Zubin.
Does Ableton Push 2 work with complete plugins? From Dennis. Yes, it does. Well, in a way, you can use any plugin in Ableton and Push will run it, but
it won't push it around?
No, Push doesn't push.
Oh.
But the Push 2 won't show you all the parameters, the same things that you see on screen when you're running the complete control plugin. So you can still use it, but maybe not in the way you're expecting. If you have a complete control keyboard with those screens, you see a lot more and the control is so much easier. I love complete control keyboards for that reason.
Oh, you are the best team ever. And Raja says, wishing you joy and success. Thank you so much. We wish you the same.
All right. We have so many people here. Joaquin.
So just a friendly reminder, please don't spam the chat. If you have a question, please put it once. We are trying to scroll through it. But if there's multiple times of people copy and pasting,
you know what it's doing?
It's going to be hard for us to see other comments.
I think YouTube is putting those comments again.
No, they're not. It's the person. Okay. Sanjay's so naive sometimes. Okay, he's got a good heart.
Joaquin is asking, Arturia Audio Fuse 8 Pre or Focusrite Scarlett 18i20? That's a tough one. I haven't tried the 18i20. I have the Audio Fuse 8 Pre and it's really nice. I have it hooked up to my Universal Audio Apollo 8. So I use it just to add more inputs. I have used many Focusrite interfaces and I really like them, but I just haven't tried the 18i20. I think you should be fine with either one of those. If the new Focusrite 18i20 has the air feature, that's pretty cool. If you record vocals, it sounds really nice with vocals. Budget-friendly guy asked, would you love to make music in space?
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'd love to go up to space and hang out with Andrew Huang, who's there right now, and make some music with him. That would be fun.
Have you guys been following his space promo / the mystery and the cool thing that he's doing? It's so awesome.
Yeah.
I want to go in there and just hang out.
I want to see what's behind this mystery. Charlie asked, how do you get signed by Sony or any other big label?
Oh my gosh. I'll tell you, because I got signed about 3 years ago and I'm still waiting on my check.
There's no real way to give you an answer for that. If you really want to catch the attention of big labels, these days it's starting a following yourself first without a label behind you. If you have a successful following, people start to take notice. You can get your song on a Spotify playlist without being on a big label now. So, and I think when people start finding you, when you start getting more plays, then you start catching the attention of these big labels, and then they might start knocking on your door. But you don't need a big label to get your music out there and to start a following now. You can do it yourself. Just post your own music online, use DistroKid or whatever. Okay,
Sion has given us a little money.
Hey,
Thank
Sion.
you so much.
Thank you.
We really appreciate that, truly. He says, don't have much questions today. Just wanted to say thanks for all you do. Your channel inspires me to be better at iOS production.
Oh, thanks so much. We really appreciate that. Thank you for the support. I see your comments all the time.
Yeah.
And it always makes me happy. And you have great questions. And good luck to your music. I know you're always working on your music.
You just seem like such a positive energy. So it's nice to kind of be able to see that with some of the viewers that we talk to online. It's just really a lot of love there. I love that.
Yeah. Okay, I saw a good question here. Now I lost it. Okay, well, I'll find it again. Oh, here it is. So Mr. Binsick, sorry. What's the best 88 key MIDI controller for learning piano? That's a great question, especially because I recently posted a video about the M Audio Hammer 88 Pro, which is the latest 88 key hammer action MIDI controller. There are really only 3 out right now that kind of do everything, like DAW control and everything. That's the Arturia Keylab 88, the S88 by Native Instruments, and that M Audio one. I think if you're learning piano any one of these would be fine. If you're learning music production along with this, here's my one piece of advice. Make sure that the DAW that you plan to use is compatible with that keyboard. These keyboards don't support every single DAW out there. So make sure that they support the DAW you want to use. Choose that one, and any one of these will be fine. They all have really good key feel.
Talking about key feel, Guido asks, what's your favorite MIDI controller with real piano feel?
Okay, so now you're asking me to choose between those three. Okay, with the real piano, okay, I use the S88 by Native Instruments. That's my main controller keyboard. And I use it for two reasons. One is because I've been using it for a while. I'm just used to it, so I'm used to the workflow. But I also chose the workflow because it's really fast. And what I need is something that is really fast. I have to come up with music every week and get the stuff out there. So the workflow is really easy for me, especially when going through a lot of NKS compatible plugins and choosing presets. So that's my choice. And it doesn't mean that it's going to work for you and your workflow. So I don't know, look at my reviews. I've reviewed all three of those keyboards, so check them out. And I kind of go through the pros and cons.
And speaking of making your own music, sometimes I'm in the comment section. I know some of you guys know that. A lot of people don't know you make your own music every video, except for the artist of the week on Sanjay C News. We pick an artist.
That comes from you guys.
Yeah, that comes from you guys. But other than that, whatever you're listening to in his videos, purely he's making it. And usually like 98% of the time, it's fresh for that video. So I think that's really impressive because a lot of people ask for you to make your own music, and you are.
Yeah, I get a lot of questions about, hey, where can I listen to your music? Well, in every video I release, except for the Saturday ones.
But I also understand, like, if you're a fan like I am, you do want something on Spotify.
Yeah, and you might want to see everything in one collection. I've been meaning to do this, and I try to update my SoundCloud every now and then, just with like the simple beats I create for some of these videos. I'll try to be better at that.
Yes,
hi, Rian. Okay, what do I mix on? Studio headphones or studio monitors, and why? Good question. I mix on both. I start maybe 80% of the time I'm on my studio monitors, and the rest of the time on headphones. I always do like to switch to headphones to check things because one, a lot of people listen to music on headphones and not on big speakers like these. So it's good to hear what they're hearing. But also some of the headphones I have and that I've recommended to you guys, they actually let me hear more than I hear just on these speakers, and in kind of a different way. It's easier to pick sounds out and pick problems out from my mix with headphones sometimes. But then I go back and forth between the two.
Should do some shout outs. Hi, Couch Camper. Thank you so much for telling us we're cute. I think he's cute. I think I'm cute sometimes.
Hi, Philip. I'm good. How are you?
Isaiah, I think you had a question, but I can't find it. Where'd it go?
I'll try to find it again.
When I find it, I will answer it because I had it saved and then my chat bounced.
Brody says, what's your desert island hardware synth? Wow, that's a tough one. Okay. I have one that I always recommend because it's just so much fun to use and so easy to use, and that's the Korg Mini Log. And that's one of my favorite synths, just because I don't have it right now, actually. I gave it away. But when I had it, every time I would just turn it on, it was instantly inspiring and so easy to get nice sounds with it. So I think I'll have to be at the top. But one of my favorite synths of all time is the Roland Juno 106. I still have that. And every time I turn that thing on, that chorus effect.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Chorus effect.
Okay, I found it. Isaiah, I like questions like this because I like to be budget friendly too. So what are some studio headphones that are around $50 or under that you would recommend?
Sony MDR 7506. There you go.
Oh,
and I think
that was,
but you
that
know
was
what?
so specific.
Here's the thing. Brand new, they are not under $50. I think they're around $80. Find them used because so many people have owned these, and I'm sure you can find them easily on the used market. They're an excellent value and they're excellent for mixing. You will never, ever get tired of them. Even if you get nicer headphones in the future, you'll still keep those around. Those are great.
Bob James Brown, thank you so much.
Thank you, Bob.
That's so sweet. He's telling us we're doing a good job. Probably you. But.
Just like the picture you posted.
Yeah. And then Kumar. Thank you so much. Thanks for educating us, he says. Looking for Babyface Pro versus Apollo Solo.
You know, I need to try some other competing interfaces to Apollo, because Apollo is, of course, my main interface. I need to try some other ones. I got to try the Babyface.
So if there's any like people out there with devices, send them our way so he can test more things.
Okay. When will be the full studio tour? That's from Philip. I would predict in maybe a few weeks.
Weeks?
As long as I get that acoustic treatment in, that's one of the major things I'm waiting on. So once that comes in,
that's very soon.
Speed up.
That's very soon for me.
Yeah, it's gonna come.
I thought you were gonna say like a couple months or something. I have like so much vision in here.
No, we got to get on there.
Oh my God.
All right, Cameron asks, I just finished the Andrew Wong video challenge. Can you send it? Can I send it to you guys? Hey, yeah, put it in the comments below. By the way, every now and then you guys ask me, hey, can I share my music with you? Of course you can. Put it in the comments of my video. So not in the chat because I can't listen to it now.
Not in the chat,
comments.
in the DMs of Instagram.
Yeah, it's hard for me to get through all those DMs, but put it in the YouTube comments. And that way, other people can also see it and also listen to your music.
Yeah. Rian Valetala. Sanjay! Hi, Cameron. I just finished, oh, no. Costa. Love Roland RD64, he says. Thank you.
RD64.
We like a good discussion.
Juliana says, is asking for my favorite 808 plugin, Sublab. There you go.
Adium Rivera says, do you do any personal teaching? And although I know what you mean, I would like to say, he does personal teaching every Saturday and Tuesdays on YouTube. Please come by, subscribe, like, and comment.
I think you mean one-on-one teaching, right? I don't do one-on-one teaching. I'd love to. I'd love to do all these different things, but time is limited. Once I do have more time, maybe in the future, maybe eventually when I retire from my 9-to-5, I'll add all of these other things, because I get requests like that every now and then.
Yeah, we do all the time.
I'd love to
I
do
mean, not
those other
we,
things.
but he does. Rasta Momo. Hey from Turkey. Oh, I love Turkey. We were just talking about Istanbul and how much we miss going there. It's one of our favorite cities.
Is amazing.
Just like everything about it. But you have a question. Can you please make a video for DAW alternatives for Linux or Linux?
Linux. I wish. I don't have a Linux computer. Maybe I could set up one and try it. I don't know if I've heard of people who have really talked about great experiences with a certain DAW for Linux. I'll have to look into it. Hey, if anyone else who's watching right now has a good recommendation for a Linux DAW, put it in the chat so we can help everyone
After
out.
this goes...
No, not on comments, in the chat.
Okay.
Soul Sounds asks, can you please tell us what audio interface should I buy if I'm using a Novation Launch Key Mini? So Novation keyboards work really well with Ableton Live. So I think they also work with Logic now if you're on Mac, but Ableton Live is the way to go when you have any Novation device, really. So that would be my recommendation.
Philip Joshua says, hope everything is fine. Thank you.
Thanks. Sandroid, cheers from Switzerland. Hey, thanks for all the great content, and you two are absolutely adorable. Keep it up.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks.
All right. Favorite 808 plugin?
I answered that already.
Okay, I wasn't listening.
Pay attention.
I'm so busy looking at all these comments and trying to keep up.
Ashwin says, bro, my room is quite small. I'm planning to buy a studio monitor as I'm done mixing on headphones, as you make my ears sweaty. Yeah, that happens with all of us, especially headphones for a long time. Some of them just get warm. But I'm confused whether to buy a 5, 6, 7, or 8-inch woofer. Basically, buy what's going to fit in your space and what's a good volume for you to listen to. But I'll tell you this, the bigger the woofer, the more bass you're going to hear. But even when you go to 8 inches, if you're doing like hip hop or EDM, there's still going to be some sub frequencies that you don't hear. So you could even opt for pairing 5-inch monitors with a sub. And I like mixing that way sometimes because even with these big barefoot monitors back here, there are some sub frequencies that I don't hear. So I've been meaning to add a subwoofer to my setup here. I would say if you're in a small room, go with 5-inch and a subwoofer.
Okay, Sam China says, hello, sir. Your videos are very useful. Thank you so much. Heart, what do you think about buying Audient recording bundle?
Audient has, I'm not sure which bundle you're referring to, but I know they have the Evo bundle, and the Evo interface is excellent. The mic is fine, and the headphones are fine. If you're just getting started, one of those bundles actually is a great value. So I did a bundle video with like Focusrite, PreSonus, and a few others. You can watch that video. I didn't have the Audient interface, Audient bundle in that video, but it is good. If you're really considering it, I say go for it, especially if you're beginning.
Also, it's at 10:21, we got that question. Have you ever been to India? You look Indian, but you don't sound like one. What does an Indian person sound like?
Well, I was.
Yes, he's Indian.
I was born in India. I've spent most of my life in the U.S., so that's why I don't sound Indian. But yeah.
But even in India, there's so many accents and British English and Americanized English and
Nishu says, "Sir, M Audio Air 192.6 better than Focusrite 2i2." And love you. I love you too. A Focusrite versus M Audio, that's a tough one. I think the sound quality is kind of on par. I mean, there's no huge difference that most people can hear. If I had to choose one, I do like the software that comes with the Focusrite interfaces. So you get some really cool software, cool plugins on the Focusrite interface.
Hi, Busha. Sending you love and positive vibes also.
Busha's always sending positive vibes in the comment section and everywhere.
And this is a very, very, very talented producer with like a crazy cool history of music. So check him out, Busha Productions.
Busha is awesome.
Great human being. All right, let's see.
Soul Sounds had another good question. Tell me what budget audio interface to buy if I'm using Novation Launch Q Mini. So the audio interface doesn't matter that much when you're thinking about your keyboard and pairing it with an interface. They don't really work together. You can get something, you can mix and match whatever you want. So don't worry about trying to match those two. More important is DAW with your interface and DAW with your keyboard. And if you've gone Novation, like I said, DAW Ableton.
All right, so another friendly reminder, because I'm seeing the same comment, please don't spam the chats. We will read your comments, we're going through them, but when you put that, we can't see anyone else's comments, so please do not copy and paste the same comments.
So I got a question here from Orpheus Music. Do you recommend upgrading CPU or RAM first? I would say RAM. I think RAM is a lot easier in most cases to upgrade, so do that one first.
Did you see?
And it makes a huge difference.
Did you see this one yet?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so CV Cisco, hi. How to stop audio clipping or static when using Complete on machine? Thank you so much.
Clipping or static? It sounds like you're overloading the CPU. So there's no immediate fix to that. You can try adjusting your audio buffer settings in your DAW. That might help. Or in machine, if you're just using machine software standalone. You could also just benefit from more RAM. That might help the situation too. But I think the problem is the CPU can't keep up with what you're playing.
Okay, Tadas Granikas. I hope I said it right. Smiley face. Hi, question from Svalbard, northernmost settlement in the world. Really? I have to check it out. Do you ever use EWI, electronic wind instruments?
No, I've never used one. That's an interesting thing. I'd love to try one. I always wanted to. There was like 10 years ago, I was thinking like, wow, I just want to, I'm so fascinated by the way they work. Maybe I'll get one and try it. I'll keep you posted. Okay, Pritam D'Souza asks, what would you say is the best plugin out of all the ones which I own? That is the ultimate question, isn't it? So if I answer the instrument plugin thing, I think, this is very difficult. I'll give you my top 3. I think Omnisphere is an amazing plugin. The sound quality is just out of this world, and it's very versatile, and you've got so much control if you want it. And even if you just use the presets, you'll be incredibly impressed. Second, I'd say Complete Control, as not just for the instrument sounds, but for the control it gives you over other plugins as well. So as a plugin, I think for finding instrument sounds, Complete Control does it so well. And let's see, as a third one, I'm gonna throw in Arturia's Pigments. Pigments is, as a synth plugin, I think it's so creative, it's very intuitive, and it also sounds amazing and super powerful too.
Arson Lok says, good morning, much love. Much love to you.
What's the difference between Mascal Samuel? What's the differences between DT770 and MX50? The DT770 doesn't have as much bass as so the MX50 is the Audio-Technica ATH M50X. Those have a lot more bass. So if you really want to hear your bass in your headphones, go for the Audio-Technica. But DT770s bring that clarity that you just don't hear in these other headphones, which is why I love the DT770s.
So, we're about halfway through since we started, and you have something special that you'd like to show towards the end of this live?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I promised you in my Saturday news report that I would give you a sneak peek at some new gear that I got in the studio. So stay tuned for that.
Stay around, stick around.
Mispa says we need a giveaway. I love doing giveaways.
I know.
You know what was really difficult with the last giveaway that we did? That was when I reached 100,000 subscribers. It was a huge giveaway. There was gear and plugins and all sorts of stuff. But that was right when the pandemic started. And all of a sudden, I had a bunch of gear to mail, and certain countries, I was just unable to mail things out. It was really, really difficult. So
it took us several months to try
to
get through that. And then the prices had gone up like crazy.
Yeah,
so even
shipping stuff and
mailing things, trying to ship, and we obviously use our own money. It was a lot. It was a lot, especially during the pandemic.
So you'll have to maybe wait for the next. Actually, I can do a software one. Maybe I'll do a software giveaway in a few weeks.
How about this? Help us reach 300,000. We're only 20,000 away. Tell your family and friends. If you need to take them out for ice cream or something, schmooze them up, tell them, hit that like button, subscribe button. Then maybe for the 300,000, we can do something and work with some companies that are going to help us.
Yeah. Hey, what do you guys want as if I did a software giveaway, what would you like to see in there?
Yeah.
Put a comment below the video.
Think of the most exclusive thing. That's what I would do. Like, what's the most exclusive thing I can get?
From Belgium. Okay. Longfi says, what makes a sound interface better than another? Hi from France. Thank you in advance. Hi, France. Hi, Longfi. So what makes
Bonjour.
What makes a sound interface better, an audio interface better in quality? So one of the biggest things is the AD converters, but it's very complicated to understand what that is. I would say what makes a very huge difference for someone who's recording vocals is the preamp that's inside the audio interface. Preamps sound different from interface to interface. Not everyone can hear drastic differences, but some interfaces are definitely a lot better than others. If you stick at the $100 range of interface, you will probably get good enough preamps that you don't have to worry about it. Your friends won't be able to tell the difference between a $100 audio interface preamp and one that's $500. Very few people can tell that difference. So if you stick in that range, I think you're gonna have great preamps and good sound quality. If you go lower than that, that's when you start to sacrifice sound quality.
Hex says, hey, Sanjay and Dharti, what's up? Hope you both are doing well in these times.
Yeah.
We are. Are you doing well?
Yeah, doing great. Loving this. I love interacting with you all and making these videos.
This is our social interaction that we get with people.
I know. You know what? Next time we should do like a live voice call, like a call.
Call-ins?
Yeah, like call-in.
I should get one of those big red telephones and have like this number that people can call in and be like.
Remember like those old telethons on TV where you just see the phones ringing? Like you see like 4 or 5
And then
phones.
just me running from one phone to another.
Yeah. Hi, thanks for calling the Sanjay C show.
You know, I also check out Tatro, obviously. We love Tatro.
Tatro's
He
awesome.
does call-ins. Maybe we could get advice from him on how he does that.
That'd be cool. All right. Tim 110 says, will the Summer of Sound from Native Instruments come back and will Complete 13 be on sale? Wouldn't we all like to know? I don't know. It's hard to say what Native Instruments will do, but historically, we've typically seen a sale from Native Instruments in the summer and also on Black Friday, the Thanksgiving weekend, the last weekend in November. So keep your fingers crossed. It might come there. I'll definitely let you know when it comes.
Hey, Namrata, lovely lady. Look what she's asking. She said, should I answer some easy questions for you here, especially the repeated ones?
Sure.
We would love assistance. If you have the answer for it,
yeah, that's
go
true.
ahead, answer them.
If you see something here, if any of you see something here that you can answer, go ahead and answer.
Oh, Dave Thomas, greetings from Baltimore. That's all I read. I saw Baltimore and I was like, hey, our neighbor. Love your channel and both of you. Thank you so much. Looking to upgrade my studio monitors, no idea what to look at. Any advice? Also, my girlfriend says your cat needs to be in more videos. Oh my gosh, if he stayed put, should I go get him?
You know what's interesting though? I get more requests for my cat to be in my videos than my dog. I need to.
Why? My dog is so cute. She's right underneath
There are
here
more
somewhere.
cat people watching this channel.
There are a lot of cat people.
Yeah. You know what? So the question was where to start with the studio monitor shopping, I guess. If you have a small home studio, like a small room that you're making music in, then you don't need really large speakers. Go for some 5-inch monitors. I made a video about the top studio monitors out right now, and all of those are 5-inch monitors. You should go check out that video because there are like a few in there that I highly recommend. Go watch the video and it'll make your shopping much easier.
Kyoto was sleeping. I woke her up just to say this.
Well, Kirk
Make the music you love.
voted for the dog to come in.
Oh.
So, hey, your vote counts.
I'm napping, but I'm listening to Sanjay C while I do. Have a good day. When the cat comes around, we'll have him talk to you guys too.
You know, Sion had a really good comment, and I think he was replying to Debayan. And Sion says, the main idea of making income is creating value. So true. Some people sell software, sample packs, MIDI loops. I recommend watching Henry, the business video on that question. That's a really good topic to discuss because I think in anything that you do, if you're trying to do something that's new and people don't know you yet, you don't have a reputation yet that you can, keep your career going on. I think creating value. Value means giving something valuable to somebody else, finding what other people need, what they're looking for, and giving them something that they say, this totally satisfies or exceeds what I'm looking for. If you make sample packs, do the same thing. Look for where the demand is. What kind of music are people trying to make? What kind of sample packs can you make that are going to satisfy that need? If you can't bring value, then you're not going to find that growth. So I'll give you an example of how I do that with a YouTube channel. I do some videos just based on purely on what I like to create. Hey, I made this song and check out, here's the breakdown of what I did in the song. I enjoy making those videos, but I also have to bring value to you. I look at the comments. I try to find what questions do you guys have and what should I be answering in my videos? By doing that, I'm hopefully bringing value to you all.
Yeah, that's a really good point. You're really not going to know what others want or how you may help others, actually. That's how I like to put it. How you may help others, unless you're putting your stuff out there and you're kind of experimenting and you're testing the waters.
Yeah.
So definitely put your work out there and kind of see like what's getting a better response. What do you enjoy putting out there while you're helping others?
Exactly. Miha Beats asks, what do you think about Keyscape? I just recently got Keyscape, maybe in the past 6 months ago I got it, and I'm blown away by the acoustic piano sound in there. I love it. And the playability, the feeling of playing that in a plugin is probably one of the best out there. Keyscape is amazing.
Norse Music says, hello, love your tutorials. Thank you so much.
Norse.
That means a lot. I love compliments because Sanjay works so hard, and a lot of the times, just like anyone else, he's in his head, I could be in my head for my work, and it's nice to get positive feedback.
Yeah, I love the feedback that you guys bring.
So thank you so much for that.
Olympia has another question. Do you think that Ableton Live 10 Lite is good for beginners? For sure, absolutely. Especially because it's free with things that you buy. So you buy an audio interface, you're probably gonna get Ableton Live Lite.
Who doesn't love free stuff? Okay, Tortrician, hey, Mascal Samuel, hi, Sparkle, Sparkle. All right, this person keeps asking the same question, and I don't want to respond to spammers, but I feel like...
Okay, what's the question?
Aditya Gupta asks, hey, love your work, heart. Sanjay, is it worth going to music school in US, being an international student? This is what I would say. Education in general, no matter what topic you choose, I think that think about what you want to do with your career, and is it worth you going to a different country, pursuing the program that you're going to be going into? Look at the programs, see what they're offering.
Yeah. I would say it's a good idea to explore whatever you can, whatever you have access to. If you can go to another country and learn music, hey, that's great.
Yeah.
But even if you can't, you can do a lot wherever you are. Again, bring value, do something unique, do something that gets people's attention. And from wherever you are in the world, you can do it now because we all have access to the same online tools.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, for music education, I mean, that would be really, really great. What else we got?
Okay.
And let's see, I've got Ranja, yes. 30-minute one, Zoom. AKG C414 is great for all applications, but it's even better for in the studio pair. Wow, yeah, the C414 is great. All right, hello, I'm Colombian. I want to ask a question. What do you think of piracy? My case, for example, I'm a minor in Colombia. I think it's very expensive. Here's the thing piracy exists everywhere, and especially in music production with the software that we have. What I always say is invest in yourself. And I'll say this, one of the producers said it best he was on my channel in one of my videos, Manny Amalgam, and people asked that question. And he said just that, invest in yourself. If you don't do that, you're not building on your career. You can get so much for free now. There's no reason to pirate stuff. So you can get DAWs for free, you can get plugins for free. And once you start building with that, creating music with that, start earning money with that, invest that money back into what you do. And that you'll feel good about it. Your conscience will feel good about it, and you will feel like you are really, truly investing in yourself. So do it that way. Is Logic?
Okay, Razayon Ratul asks, what's your favorite acoustic guitar? What specific model?
I'm not primarily a guitarist, so I don't think I've really tested enough acoustic guitars out there. I have one that my wife just bought me. It's a Taylor.
Yes.
I think it's,
right.
I forgot the model number.
Right there.
It's right over there. I love that. I go for guitars that feel good when I play them. So since I don't play guitar enough, my fingers kind of hurt when I'm like, but so I try to get something that's easy on my fingers and that has a nice full sound and is inspiring to play. I don't look for other technicalities. I think it's just because I don't know enough about acoustic guitars. But if I pick it up and it feels good to play, it's good enough for me. But my guitar is a Taylor right over there.
And let me tell you, when he does pick up a guitar, to him, he might have all those, like, does it feel good, all that stuff. But as a viewer, I mean, everything he picks up, it sounds like freaking amazing. You're just so good at it, just naturally. Like when you start playing the chords. I wish I had that magic.
You could.
I could.
Pick up a guitar.
Teach me.
Find some magic. Okay. Nora's Music says, do you think hardware can be totally replaced with software to get a competitive sound? Absolutely. Right now, you could completely go software. And I've watched so many producer tutorials where I see zero hardware. Everything was done on software, on a computer, and the song is on the radio and it is on the charts. So you don't need hardware. Does it add something? Does it make things interesting? Yeah, it does. It gives you that tactile feel. Some hardware to certain ears does sound different, does sound better. So I won't say that don't get hardware at all. If you can afford hardware, if you like hardware, get it. But can you make a hit song and be successful with software alone? For sure. Absolutely. A complete review of the Alesis V25. It's a great keyboard. I don't even think you need a full review on it. I recommended that keyboard in my six top MIDI controllers. Great keyboard, great key feel.
Have you answered this question yet?
No.
Okay, Coffee Talk and Tech. Hi. He asks, the Evo 4 or the Motu M4 or M2?
Okay, if I have to pick between those two, I think the Motu M2 or M4. The latency is extremely low on those. I mean, the Audient Evo is a great interface, but I think that's more on the budget side. The M2 and the M4 are more expensive. I think you'd be spending at least another $100 on it, but it's for good reason. The interface is better in several ways, mostly for that latency. Preamps are good too, and everything else is good on the Motu. Motu is excellent interface.
Robert De Piano, regards from Poland.
Hey, Poland in the house.
Mr. Binsick asks, have you children's?
No, we don't have children's, but we have a dog and a cat.
Yeah.
Do you mix on open back headphones or closed back? This is from Dennis. Dennis, I prefer mixing on open back. They just sound wider. And if you can have two headphones, then yeah, have one closed back and have one open back, because you will really love mixing on open back. I love it. I never knew that it would make such a big difference before. I only started mixing on open backs like a year ago.
Have you seen this yet?
No.
I'm clearly not listening to what he's saying. I'm like scrolling through this. Lachlan says, hey Sanjay, just jumping in to say I appreciate you and your channel. Has been super helpful or useful to my production journey. Good night from Australia.
Oh, thank you so much. That's so nice of you.
Love that.
Lachlan is awesome. He's been supporting my channel for a long time.
Juliana.
I know you people that have been here for a long time.
Yes, we keep track. Like I write down, I tally every time. No, I'm just kidding. But we recognize people. It's so cool to have that community. We call it the MTMYL community.
Yeah.
And it's just growing and growing, filled with positive, amazing, talented people like yourself. So thank you so much for contributing and being part of it.
Okay, Shrikant asks, which MIDI keyboard would you suggest for FL Studio? Usually for FL, I suggest Nectar keyboards because there aren't many keyboards out there that really help you control FL, like with all the features and stuff. So I say look at Nectar. You can also look at the M Audio Oxygen Pro line, because I think they have, I don't remember now, but I think they do support FL now. And I had I tested it with FL. It was pretty good with FL. So look at Nectar, look at M Audio.
Okay. Someone's asking, what's your favorite Indian movie? Oh, I just jumped.
Favorite Indian movie? I don't know if I have a favorite Indian movie. You know what I actually really liked recently? We watched White Tiger. Wasn't it White Tiger?
Yeah. It's more for international. But yeah,
I thought
it was really, really amazing. Just the perspective of it was really, really cool. And the way they directed it, the actor has done an amazing job.
Yeah.
Hi from Bangalore. Hi, Aaron.
RJ asks, is the Native Instruments Complete Control S88 still awesome in 2021? Yeah, it is. It's still back there. It's still awesome. I still love it. Yeah, I think it's a great keyboard. But it has been out for, what, 2 years or maybe a little bit over 2 years now. So are they going to update it? I don't know. I hope so. I hope they do something awesome with the Complete Control keyboards this year or maybe next year. Who knows? But yeah, it's still awesome. I still use it and I still love it. Oh, hey, I want to show you something new that I got in the studio. So I want to share this with you.
What?
Now, you're going to see a lot more in the full studio tour. But for now, this is such a cool addition to the studio. I promised I'd show you something new, and here it is.
Ta-da!
This is the Roland Jupiter XM. And so Roland makes 2 versions of this. They make the X, which is a full-size key version, so it's bigger than this, more expensive. This is actually the cheaper model. It's smaller with smaller keys. But it's so awesome. The sounds in here, it's digital. It's not analog, like if you were expecting like the Jupiter and Juno analog. No, it's not analog, it's digital. But it's got those sounds from the Jupiter and from Juno keyboards on here. Excuse me.
Would you like some water, Sanjay C?
I would. I'm gonna take a sip of water.
Oh, we're gonna
talking
focus.
A lot. Okay. What's really cool about this keyboard is, look, I've got nothing connected, but I can turn it on because it's battery operated too. So you can and it has internal speakers. So you can just start playing.
Oh.
So
I can't believe you're playing like
backwards like this. No, I'm not playing very well.
You are. It was actually making a beat.
Yeah, I could try to. All right, so.
Keep going. I was about to like.
So I was surprised recently because I was just like sitting in the living room instead of the studio. I'm like, I just want to play something while I'm just hanging out over there. And I brought this along and I started playing it. And I was like, okay, this whole battery with internal speakers actually is really making sense because this is so much fun. But this is a very powerful keyboard. And I highly recommend it. If you've been looking at this, I really, really recommend it. Anybody have any questions on it? Oh, and check it out. It's got a mic in. It's MIDI. It's got everything on here. And the sounds are just excellent.
Okay, Prem Kumar asked me if I play any instruments. And Namrata, my lovely sister, answered. But I did used to play the guitar when I was younger until I was like 14, 15. And then I lost practice. And now my greatest instrument is my voice. I can do so many different voices.
Dharti does voices.
It's gonna go.
Dharti should be, actually Dharti has done voiceovers.
Yeah, I'm a voiceover actress, actually. I've done a few projects. And the latest one I'm auditioning for, I don't know if I'll get it because there's so many people, but is for this animated cartoon character. I cannot say, but I think that'd be so awesome. My dream is to become a cartoon character.
To become a cartoon character?
I mean, to voice over for a cartoon character.
Well, you're certainly on your way to becoming a cartoon character.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is one of the new pieces of gear you will see in my studio tour, and I'll talk a lot more about it then, and you can hear more. But I just wanted to give you a sneak peek of something that you will see. It's a great keyboard. I love it.
Shrikant asks, Sanjay, I think he means will I be able to meet you in the future? I don't know how I'm going to do it. You are the best ever music studio builder ever. Heart, heart, heart. You know, before the pandemic hit, and we travel a lot. Yeah. Or we used to travel a lot. Now it just seems like a trip. But anyways, we traveled a lot. And we were like, we should do meetups and like big, like, conventional type, like settings where people can come to a show, but it would be like a talk show / meetup thing, very organic yet very organized. And we had this whole plan, and then the pandemic happened. So now we don't know about our travel plans, but
no travel plans right now. But
maybe we could do like FaceTimes.
Yeah, or Discord.
To meet our voice.
Yeah. What about Cubase? Cubase is great. You know what? A lot of people ask, like, which DAW should I choose? Don't get hung up on that too much, because you really should be spending more time making that music rather than trying to hunt for the best DAW that's going to answer every question and hope you have. Every DAW does basically the same thing. If you can try a lot of free versions, so DAWs usually have like free trials. Try a few of them, whichever one seems to fit your workflow best. Go with that, stick with that, and don't think too much about, well, am I missing out on something that the other people have in Cubase or something the FL Studio people have? Don't worry about it so much. Just focus on the music. And also, if you ever want to change, you can totally do that. I switch DAWs whenever.
Someone asks us, how are you both keeping so positive and energetic and happy all the time in this pandemic time? I love your energy and the hard work you do. Proud of you both. Thanks, Rita.
How do we stay so positive during the pandemic? Well, you know what? It's a choice. You have to make a choice.
Yeah.
We all have a choice when we wake up in the morning of how we're going to treat other people we meet and who we want to be when we go to work, when we go to school, and when we meet other people like this. And you can make the choice to be positive. And honestly, if you open any conversation or any interaction with a smile, your mood will instantly change right away. So even if you come with some stress and you're not feeling the best in that day, force a smile, and honestly, your body will react.
It'll naturally.
Yeah, your body will react and say, place. "Oh, are we happy now?" And you know what?
We are happy.
It works, but I know it's not easy for everyone to make.
Yeah, and it's not easy. Sometimes like we have down days or stressful days, and I think it's that attitude of being open to the possibility of not thinking the possibility of something else happening in your day. I think a lot of people who are negative or go into that negativity are people that kind of have that mindset that this is what I'm expecting, and I'm expecting something negative, and it's what's going to happen no matter what I do. But when you go into it that way, that's what's going to happen, because that's what you're expecting. But if you go into it with, well, kind of like improv, if you're acting or something, yes and. So you go in with like, yes, anything is possible. We can do anything. I can shift this. I have that control to change the situation. And if you feel like you're not, work on the environment you're around. What kind of people are you around? What kind of is your room clean? Is it messy? Is it like, cluttered? Yeah. Do you feel chaotic in there? So change those things that you can.
Adi asks, hi Sanjay, is it better to get a USB mic with monitoring first or get an audio interface? Which one gives me more audio improvement? Currently want to monitor my recording. I think USB mics are good if you want to keep your setup extremely minimal, but I like an audio interface for the long term. It just gives you so many more options in the future for the types of mics you can use, the way you monitor with regular studio monitors versus plugging something into the USB mic. So I say go the audio interface route. Right, we're gonna wrap
Miha
up.
says, hi from Croatia. Hi. You should check out VST called Virtual Power.
Okay, I'll check it out. No, I don't know about it.
I like people suggesting some things that we could learn too. He can learn, I'll watch.
Okay, we're gonna wrap up now. And I wanted to say to everybody, thank you all for joining the chat, for your awesome questions, for watching this live. This will be on my channel later. Do me a favor, if you have more questions, because I'm gonna check the comments section later too, leave it in the comments below. So it's super important that you do that, because it also benefits other people. Not everyone's gonna read through all the full chat.
Yeah.
So if you have more questions, leave it in the comment below. Don't forget to hit the like button on this video.
And we have a few more shout outs because Courtney's on.
Oh.
Check out Courtney Hawkins.
Courtney Hawkins is here. Courtney is another YouTuber, an amazing beat maker. Go check out her
And
channel.
another very positive, loving soul. Like, I love people like that. I just want to give shout outs to the last few people that are on here, and just Aaron, Brother Vlog, he asked, do you know Andrew Wong? Well, we've met him and we've hung out with him, and he is super cool. Really, really nice, chill guy.
Beginning of last year, right, at NAM, Andrew was there. So we hung out with Andrew for a little bit.
People are saying, thank you, Sanjay.
You're
Hi
very
from India. Hi. I am not going to sing a song. I do sing a lot, but it's time to say goodbye. And then let's see. Love you guys. Hey, love you too, Courtney. Okay, bye. Love you all. And I guess that's it.
That's it. All right. Again, leave your questions down in the comments, and we'll see you again on Saturday for the next news report. And I'll do more of these live sessions again. So if you're watching this later and you missed this one live, I'll let you know when the next live session happens, and maybe we'll do some music live next time.
That would be so awesome.
Yeah.
I want people to see you live.
We'll try to we'll try to set that up next time. All right.
Okay, make the music you love.
Keep making the music you love, and
thanks for all the love from everywhere around the world. We complete each other's sentences.
We'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.